Hi besties, welcome back again to another new video. I hope you guys are doing good from the last time we were here. I'm also doing good and I'm so happy to actually do this video because I've been wanting so much just to know how I can, reveal some things zenye nataka kushare with you guys. And yeah, so if you're new here, my name is Tasha. You are in the right place, trust me. Stick around and find out from the title. This is a very sensitive topic. Of course, I've been thinking about this for the longest time. For the longest time, I mean years and years and years. It's not been easy for me kudhani nitakuwa courageous to talk about this. And also guys, as I'm going to be explaining everything about this topic, please note that I'm not here to talk bad about mothers, including my own mother. I think I just want to create awareness. I feel like it's good to open up because there's so many people who are going through mother-daughter relationships. Very toxic. I'm one of them. Those who know me wananijua. My relationship with my mom has never been good. Those who met my mom, those who've seen the difference, nikiwa na my mom and when she's not around. So yeah, for those who don't know me, wanasenga two stories are the ones who are quick to judge me whenever we end friendships. Unajua, there are some people you end friendships with them and then they're like, now justifying themselves inakuwa ni no wonder your mom, sijui your parents, your nini. And I'm like, okay, back in the day ningekuwa nasikia vibaya, hata ningekuwa na feel yenyewe maybe that's right, but I've come to learn those are manipulators and I can spot a manipulator from a distance. I'm gonna talk about all that in this video, so guys, please watch till the very end. If you're a victim, please come out. Don't be scared to open up. Don't be scared to say if your mom is toxic, if your mom is not making you feel comfortable around her ama at home and all that stuff. So yeah, junajua mko hapo, mko wengi, ni vile kuongea ni ngumu. And then you know how this society is. Society inakuangazileza mamako izifanya hivi, mamako no, mamako tu is a perfect person, which is wrong. Like, okay, yes, we need to respect our mothers and all that, but all this thing ya kujustify maybe mtoto ndio mbaya, maybe wewe ndio kichwa ngumu, yes sawa unaweza kuko hivyo, but I don't think we can justify toxicity when it comes to mother-daughter relationship. Hapa we are specifically talking about mothers and their daughters. I did my research kama kawaida, I put my points down, so I'm just gonna be, going through each and every point, niki-explain, niki-give example of situations zenye zime happen, because I can't just sit down and start telling you a story time about me and my mom. No, I'm just gonna point out the symptoms, nikipeana example, alafu yeah, so that you guys understand. And please comment anything. For those who have no idea about this kind of life, it's good to learn. At least if you have a friend out there or anyone you know that is going through this, please just be kind to them. Be loving, be caring, because sikupenda kwetu tumejipata in the hands of such parents. Okay, so guys, this video is all about understanding, no judging, and yeah, we need to learn. Okay, a narcissist mother is a self-obsessed person who needs constant attention, na ako controlling, na anything you say or you do, like it's not worthy of her. Like yeah, haoni tu ukiwa worth. Get, it's all about her and what she says and what she does. Being raised by a narcissistic mother may have lasting effects on your attachment style, self-esteem, mental health, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna be stating the symptoms of this situation. There are gonna be 10 of them. These are just one of the main symptoms zenye, if you're keen enough, utaweza kuona from someone's life. If you have someone who has a narcissistic mother, ama if you're that person na ujaielewa mbona relationship iko hivi, just know these are the symptoms from a narcissist mother. And don't worry, we're going to be here to talk about it, tusaidiane, tulie pamoja, and yeah. The first symptom is extreme self-criticism. What do I mean by this? Like, in this situation you always feel inadequate and you always feel the need to have constant attention from people or anything. So an example is when I was back in primary, actually primary and high school. Like I said in my previous video, I just mentioned something and I said I wasn't a good student back in school. My grades were very, very embarrassing. Literally, they were so embarrassing. But on this other side, co-curricular activities nayo sikuwa na bahatisha. I was so good at that. I was so good at that because I remember in class 8, I was there was this traditional dance tulikuwa tuna dancingi every prayer day ama graduation ama nini. So I was always the leader, like na lead hizo dances nini una get. So it was so controversial, mtu anashanga number last ndo bado ako hapo mbele na lead watu ku dance, she's so active, she's so all that una get. But then unapata if you are in those shoes, unapata mzazi akikamshulea ama akiongea na mwalimu anaambia mwalimu no, mwambie aache kufanya hizo vitu, that's why her grades are going down, that's why she's not concentrating with her books, that's why this, that's why that. Una get. Okay, some parents would do that out of care, but guys, we are talking about a narcissist. Please munielewe tu. Haya. So by then, nikiwa mtoto, me I think my mom just wants me to be serious and all that. But as you look at the pictures, you grow up, all the way to ukiwa mkubwa, the things even I discovered like I could do when I was growing up, like it wasn't good. Like yeah, naona tu unamwestia time, you're wasting her money, you're wasting her resources. Like there was nothing positive angeniambia ni feel enyewe I'm worthy ama niko valuable and all that. Do you understand me? So I used to criticize myself so much. Niko like why is it this, like why can't I do this, yet this and this yenye nafanya it seems not worthy, but hii kitu ingine yenye nataka naambiwa nifanye I can't even do it. So najidegrade, you understand? So that's one of the symptoms I've been fighting, and explains why I think I even opened a YouTube channel back then, because I needed someone I can talk to. Mtu aniambia. You see, when you tell you comment something, like it feels good, na get na feel poa, na feel enyewe kuna mtu akuko nje na ananielewa, and you know. Anyway, so the second symptom, lack of empathy. Okay, some people lack empathy by the kabisa because mali wame grow up hakuna empathy, hakuna hata remorse, hakuna huruma, hakuna nini. Well, when it comes to me, I have a younger sibling, but according to my mom, that's the golden child. You know, all the empathy that a child would want, yote ningeona kwa sister yangu yeye anapewa. But when it comes to me, like when I get sikuwa napata any empathy from my mom. Like I can't remember. Na kama nanipea, it's fake. Ile tu ya hiyo story ishe. But deep down, she's not empathetic at all. So this thing, it hasn't really affected me, but it affects some people huku nje. Mimi, according to my sign, I'm a Cancer. Like I'm so emotional. Hata vitu zenye hazinihusu mimi nitakuwa na hiyo huruma, nitakuwa empathetic. I'm so empathetic, but I'm so glad this symptom haijani affect in as much. But mahali naweza sema I lack empathy is mostly when someone betrays me, I'm not empathetic. I can't, sina hiyo empathy, sina. An example is, so this was like 2 years ago, and I was still young and naive. Like lazima tu mtu akwe naive at some point. So that was the last time I actually saw my mom. That was the last time I was at home. That was the last time I was in South Sea. Yani hizo said the home to tuseme hivyo. So my mom chased me out of her house, and she sent people to chase me out. And I remember asking her like, yani hata huna huruma, like ufeel vibaya unanifanyia hivi, you know? And that situation just reminded me of so many other activities, some instances that happened zenye amenifanyia, and I'm like, was this one even remorse? Ama is she even remorseful? Like, you know. And me being chased out of home was not like the first time. Hiyo nayo ilikuwa physically. Juu mimi nimefukuzwa mara mob, unakosana na mzazi, leave my house, leave my house, leave my house, you know, go look for your father, go, like, unashanga, like, okay, as you say these things, you feel like you're hurting your child, you understand? So anyway, so if you've gone through that, yeah, so I'm so sorry. So yeah, so that's an example of your lack of empathy, but I thank God your journey affect. So the next one is verbal aggression. So most of the times you often endure the painful experience of verbal aggression as mothers frequently hurl insults, as in, for example, my own situation, unapata most of the times I'd find myself I'm in trouble all the time. I'm in trouble, unaget, na sijui mbona, na seti I was a mtukutu child ama nilikuwa na vituko mingi. No, but then I'm a very calm child. I'm the calmest, unaget, but then trouble itanipata tu kila mahali. And once my mom gets to notice nimefanya kitu ama I'm in trouble, insults, utainsultiwa. Unajua saa zingine parents, they take it as they're scolding you ama they're trying to train you or something, but sometimes these insults zinaku affect later on in the future, you understand? Like, they make you feel insecure, they make you doubt yourself, you end up having emotional trauma. Because tell me why, every time mimi ningejipata kwa makosa, my mom would always say, you're just stupid like your father, go look for your father, wewe na babako hamna tofauti. Another down aanze kusema acha wanyore mko hivyo. My mom is Maragoli and my dad is Nyore, so acha wanyore sijui mko hivyo mko, yani unashangaa niko like, wow. Sasa my dad was just chilling wanyore were just chilling, so like, is it a must you throw insults on me? So every time hata shida ikipatikana unaogopa tu kushautiwa, kutupiwa matusi, unaanza kujifikiria, overthink, especially if you're an overthinker. Trust me, overthink hadi ujichukie. So verbal aggression vile imeni affect, most of the times I'll have a lot of self-doubt, even when it comes to even making friends. You know, you doubt yourself, unajiuliza, wa, is she genuine ama is he genuine? Like, if I express myself, will they listen to me, ama they'll just cut me off, ama, you know, things like that. So these are the things I'm also trying to work on myself. And yeah, so yeah, your symptom imeni affect you. Insecure attachment style. Neglectful parenting practices. What do I mean by this? Like, being neglected is not something nice. Being rejected, let's just say, kuneglectiwa. Okay, an example, Navy. Me, I remember back in my prime days, Sassy, there's the golden child. Me, I'm just that child who's just there. Oh, by the way, get. So, utapata most of me when I was growing up, I honestly felt neglected, especially when, okay, my dad was always in and out in our lives. So na hiyo nikakuja kujua it's because they had issues with my mom. So most of the times I lived with my mom. But an example ni hivi, mnaenda church, alafu si after church kuna watu wanaenda home, kuna watu wanaenda sijui wapi, family meeting, lunch and all that gatherings. So utapata mimi, I was never in the picture. My sister and my mom wako na plans zao, so after church they'll take me back home, drop me, waende, ama we all come back home and they have their plans, wakae kwa bedroom wawili. Like, I was never in the picture. I was always neglected. So it used to make me feel bad. Unajua, as a child, kuna vitu zingine pia utajua mtu akikufanyia wrong or right, you know. So I used to feel bad, but there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can say. Nitajifungia tu kwa room hadi ikakuwa ni kitu nimezoea. So I was always in my room. Nitatoka tu time auntie ataniita nikule lunch, ama time ya supper, ama you guys are having supper, auntie is not at home, so you guys are having supper, the three of you. Maybe awata have supper baadaye, when utajikuta unakula peke yako, nanipata, ama after supper you're expecting tukae si wote sitting room, we talk, we just, you know, tuko tu kwa nyumba. I mean, we are 3 girls in the house, then they'll just leave me alone, waende kwa room wakae. So una get your type of neglection. So yeah, those practices make me feel insecure once I'm attached to someone. No matter nasemanga, never be attached. God, I'm gonna be emotional. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's so hard, especially if you have a weak heart. Being attached, it's just something iko hapo huwezi avoid, but you have to, because at the end of the day utakuwa neglected. Na hiyo kukuwa neglected itakufanya una feel you're not worthy, you're not like, mbona wewe ana neglect, unaanza kupata hizo emotional trauma za kitambo. So this is something I'm also trying to work on. Yeah, so I just, hata kama niko neglected, nisikwe insecure, nikubali tu, cause yeah, people come and go at the end of the day. Number 5, low self-esteem, guys. It always give a negative image, self-image, and can manifest in various ways, like feeling inadequate, like I said, your self-criticism, you know, constantly seeking validation from others, which can hinder the ability to pursue your goals and dreams confidently. So I'll give an example. Mimi, makeup has been my thing. This is something that I was born with it. No one taught me, I taught myself. I used to like watching YouTube videos, and those days Nigeria na makeup, those days West Africa was so advanced na stories of makeup, skillfully PR products and all that. So I was always glued on YouTube, and this actually I discovered stories of makeup. Actually, I think I got this thing from my mom, because my mom used to love beauty. Growing up, my mom used to apply me eyeshadow, you know, mascara, eye pencil, tukienda mahali, should always make me look pretty. So I got this good trait from her, which turned out to be a very good talent that I have. So of course back then simu haziko ati advanced, ama alafu iPhone hizo siku zilikuwa iPhone 5, 4, you know, plus hatuna ile akili ya sijui you have to shoot, you have to do this. But we used to have a camera, we used to have like a small camera, we used to take videos with it. So that's how I started, you know. So so one time when I started, you know, revealing this talent of mine to her, like hakuwa ananifanya na feel poor, like ni kama unaonanga kama sisi watu wa number last. Okay, acha niseme story ya makeup alafu niseme story ya number last. I just have a lot to mix together. Anyway, so there was this one time, okay, I was in some family group WhatsApp. Unajua tu families mnakuwa na groups WhatsApp. So in that family group I used to send my YouTube links. You know, I have a YouTube channel, but they are makeup separate. I just post makeup stuff, so you can go follow me. African View is my name on YouTube, yeah, makeup. So anyway, so one time nilikuwa nimezoea tu kutuma links, you know, napata feedback and all that. So one time my mom told me ati I should stop sending those links kwa that group, it's so unnecessary. Ati sijui na just messages, yani alikuwa tu na everything bad to say about it. So by then I was like, oh, maybe she's right and all that. But as I grew up, I was like, did she really have to tell me that? You understand? So sikuwa napata support yake kabisa. So hata with that, it really affected me when it came to even forwarding links to people. I'd be like 50-50. I'd be like, wow, I hope simfanye I feel like namsumbua ama like I'm just bothering you and all that. Unajua sometimes when you send people your link, watch your video, kuna mwenye atakujibu, kuna mwenye hatakujibu. That's a fact, you know. Kuna mwenye like, kuna mwenye atakuacha tu hivyo, kuna mwenye atakuuliza unanitumia kwani mimi makeup artist, kwani mimi una get, because hiyo ni response nilikuwa napata sana sana from men when I send them my YouTube links makeup, because that's what I started with. So which is okay, hiyo ni sawa, but unapata like itanipatia trauma. Naanza kukumbuka what my mom said, and you know your mother is your biggest support, like how you people say it. So having not been supported by my mom affected me, and sometimes it still affects me, because self-esteem yangu inashuka chini. Niko like, wow, am I doing the right thing? Nafanya kitu poa? Is it okay? Is it good? So yeah, it's something I've always been working on, that si must nipate validation from you guys ndo ni post video. Some of you watasema, oh, hii video si clear, oh sijui nini. I don't care. Mimi, I'm doing me. I know it's me. My esteem is high, because the fact that utaniambia this video is not clear ama haiskiki doesn't mean you can sit down and talk like me. You can't. Hiyo ni kitu you can't take away from me. So those are the things that make me have my self-esteem. Hey, self-esteem ipande juu kiasi. Yeah, and then the next one ilikuwa story results. Guys, you won't believe this, but this story huwa inaniuma. By the way, huwa inaniuma, but what can you do? It's life, sindo? So class 8, I did class 8 in 2011. So alafu nakumbuka hizo siku kulikuwa na hii pressure ya ukiwa class 8 ati shulenu lazima itoe number 1 nationwide and all that. So apparently number 1 wetu alikuwa number 1 Kenya mzima, you know, na alitoka shule yetu Moi Educational Center, if you can remember. That same school ndio nilikuwa number last. Yo KCPE nilikuwa number last. I got 274 marks. Guys, would you believe bado pia hiyo kila mtu ataniongelea, you know, watu watakuwa zile za number last, hata angepata 300 means score ingefika hivi na hivi. Sasa hao ni teachers wanaongea and all that. So siku ya kuendea results, guys, si nimeenda na madhe. So tumefika shule, of course watu wako happy, watu wamekujia results, and then you know Mike had students wa watoto wa governor, watoto wa CBMP nini. So ni watoto wako wa nguvu ndio wamekujia results, and they're happy, you know, their parents are proud and all that. As for me, my mom was not proud of me. She felt embarrassed. Imagine tulitoka kwa gari tukienda kwa administration office ndio tuchukue result slip. Guess what my mom told me? My mom alikuwa ananiambia ati tembea mbali na mimi, tembea mbele, mtu asijue mimi ni mzazi wa msichana wa number last. Yani, hey. By that time I was like, okay, maybe she's right. Unajua mimi ni mtoi saa hiyo, si get niko tu wenyewe, sitaki mama feel embarrassed, because I mean raise evil. Like I was considering her feelings more than I'm considering my own. So as I grew up, no maana nakwambia paka waloe na niuma, but you have to heal. Like nilikuwa na jam, I'm like wow. So wezi tembea na mtoto wako juu simply because yeye ndo number last, and simply because shule sasa iko na attention nationwide. Kila mtu anashangaa ni shule gani. People want to know who number last ilipata nini, means score ilikuwa nini. Na nikatembea tu mbele. Sasa ningedu. Yeah, so that's, you know, na hiyo self-esteem inashuka, unaanza kujichukia, you can't even, and that is how it used to be. Every time ningempelekea result slip, najua tu mimi ni number last. It was so hard to even express myself, you know. But at the end of the day nilikuwa najua I have my room, nitakapo ndani nilie iishe. Lack of boundaries. Honestly, I feel like up to date sometimes I have lack of boundaries, because in terms of tuseme, I meet someone, and this is something I'm really trying to fight, but there's this one person who taught me a very, very good lesson. Never ever, yani, just don't be too comfortable with people. Sasa sisi as victims when we've grown up with narcissist mothers, unapatanga the need of, you, like I said, you want to constantly seek validation from people. You want to feel heard, you want to feel seen and all that. So while making friends, na sahawingi I need to make boundaries. I end up speaking about things I am not supposed to be speaking about, and that's why tukikosana na watu, that's why wanakuwa na audacity ya kuniambia, oh, no wonder your mom, no wonder your parents, no wonder nini, unanipata. And this thing makes me feel so sick. I feel na regret so much why I had to open up. But at the end of the day, when I was opening up, I was healing myself. So liwa liwalo. So sasa guys, hey, knowing my boundaries is a way of leading to a healthy relationship between people, you know, friends, blah blah blah. Anyway, it's difficult to maintain healthy boundaries due to a mother's lack of respect. You know, bloodlines between personal space and autonomy can cause immense distress and confusion for the daughters, making it difficult for them to develop a strong sense of self-respect and navigate healthy relationships. So what do I mean by this? Let me give you an example. So my ex-boyfriend, beginning of our relationship, I was so open to him, like nilikuwa so open to him, namwambia everything about myself. I used to tell him about my relationship with my mom, but of course the beginning of the relationship hangeona hivyo, hangeget kitu namwambia, you understand? And actually I'm gonna have a story time. I explain to you how and the reason why I used to live with him. So so one time 2018 I used to like doing hizi vitu za video vixening nini. That's how I started my journey na video vixening. So one time I was in some video, it went viral. Guess what, guys? So can you imagine, actually in this moment, that's when I knew kumbe my mom and my ex-boyfriend used to talk, like wanachatiana WhatsApp. Do you feel me? So video imeenda viral, and then mamangu anani text WhatsApp, ananitumia screenshot ako like, so this is what you're doing out here, and you have a boyfriend, are you even respecting yourself? Oh, this is blah blah blah. Ameongea vibaya. Nikamwambia, oh, boyfriend mwenye unasema if he knows I'm in this video, and hata ndo ameniconnect kwa hiyo gig, so I don't understand why you're acting this way. Haya, akaenda ka text ex-boyfriend wangu. That's how I knew they're talking. So my ex-boyfriend sent me a screenshot of his conversation na Madhe, ananiambia ati, hey, your mom is texting me, ananiambia tisijuku kwa video fulani ya ngoma. So niko like, you guys are talking since when? Aje na mnaongea nini? So I think hiyo kitu ili hit boyfriend yangu pia at that time, and aliona it's not a good thing. You know, my mom haoni boundaries and respect, like who does that? You understand? Then the fact that my ex-boyfriend never replied my mom, guess what my mom did? Aka text tena. Anamuuliza ati, so now you're ignoring me, umekuwa kama Tasha, oh nini, you're now disrespecting me. And I'm like, wow. So that situation ndio ex-boyfriend yangu at least akaona ko like, hey, yeah, your mom, it's giving weird. It's not giving anything up. It's not giving anything positive, you understand? So yeah, hiyo lack of boundaries ndio ilifanya tu niliona tu hapa my mom is not respecting me, and that symptom has also affected me in ways of I don't know my bound, like as I was growing up, I didn't know how to set my own boundaries. I was open to people disrespecting me and I just let it go. I was open to people treating me anyhow, you know. Hata nikibetraywa bado niko hapo, get. So along the way I'm just learning. Like I said, kuna msichana amenifunza lesson. Jesus Christ, like I've never felt so bad about this. I've had ups and downs with girls, but this specific one, no. I've really learned a lot. And sahi squeezy yani, in as much as nasema I don't want to make new friends, of course you'll have to make friends, you'll have to know people out here, but I'm learning how to set my boundaries. Yeah. Codependency. So codependency, this is seeking validation again and approval from others, constantly sacrificing your own needs and desires in order to please others. Especially when I was in campus, St. Paul's, I'd always find myself seeking a lot of validation. Like lazima ni depend on kitu unasema ndio nifanye. So campus ndio umeanza kufunzwa kwenda out, umeanza kufunzwa wanaume, umeanza kufunzwa Nigerians, umeanza kufunzwa, yani umeanza kufunzwa everything, ma club, manini. So before ufanye kitu utakuwa like nezava hizi heels. Na sasa hiyo mtu anakuambia labda hizo heels unakaa vibaya. Literally unakaa vibaya. But since amekwambia uzivae, wewe utavaa. Sijui kama unanipata ni hii point. Nywele pia, just anything to do with you. Hauna hiyo nini, like you can't say shit for yourself. Lazima mtu mwingine I approve ndio ufanye. This also went down to my relationship, my past relationship. Anything this guy would say, ningefuata. Whether it's good or bad, whether I know I have to stop it, mimi najua tu ye bora amesema, it must happen. You understand? And it's all started with my mom. Like, and I'd give a good example na I don't think I can ever say ati kuna kitu mamangu ameni advice. Siwezi hata hajai ni advice kitu, like hajai ni advice kitu. Na kama ni anani advice atasema Auntie Mary ndo ameniambia uende hapa na hapa, uncle fulani ndo amesema ununue hii, ule mtu fulani nilipatana naye juzi aliniambia that my daughter needs to. So pia anadependia mtu mwingine ndio ani raise, una get. So that behavior ilinifuata, and I'm also trying to avoid it because sometimes it fucks me up a lot, especially when it comes to decision making. Ikikuja kwa pombe mimi ule tu twende hapa, twende tufanye, like I'm really trying to avoid that. I'm trying to work on that. So I don't want to find myself constantly sacrificing my own needs and desires in order to please someone. Ama mtu aone enyejo ananisikiza sawa tufanye kwa ya. So cause that is manipulation by the way. So yeah, that is leading yourself to manipulation. So am I making sense so far? Number 8, fear of abandonment. So due to inconsistent parenting and emotional manipulation, you may have a fear of being rejected. Guys, this is so true. This is literally like one of the things I'm also trying to fight, because I'm so scared to be rejected. Like, I don't know, I think it's just in me. I'm so scared to be abandoned. I'm so scared to be neglected, or name it all. Because growing up, like I said, I was always alone. I was always in my room crying. Because najuliza, I'm in this house, but I'm not feeling peaceful. Sometimes I used to even feel bad nikijua auntie anaenda off. By the way, I repeat to my auntie, she was the sweetest soul ever. You guys knew her. Those who've grown up with me, mnakumbuka Auntie Karo. She was the best thing ever. Like, I just thank God she came to my life, because unaweza muita mamangu. That's like my second mom, because she was a mom to me, you understand? So nikijua auntie anaenda off, nilikuwa nasikia vibaya, natamani arudi home, you know, because I'd have someone I can talk to, someone I can laugh with, someone who can listen to me. She used to teach me how to cook, she used to teach me how to be clean, you know. Yeye ndo alinifunza hata kuvaa pads. my mother was never present, and like she was just time tu mamangu atasema ko present ni akikwambia she's paying school fees, akikwambia anakulipia sijui anakupatia food, anakukloth, anakufanya nini. No, that's the only time ndo ata feel present. Other than that, she's not there. Totally, she's not there. But for the golden child, yeah. So when you try to talk to your sibling, unajaribu kumwambia this and this is happening, they won't understand you. They can't understand you because that is not how they're being treated. You know, they're treated different. They're treated good. They're treated lovely. Like, yeah, naona hakuna shida na mama kwa sawa, wewe unaoverthink, unaona? Wewe ndio uko na issues, wewe ndio umemkosea, wewe ndio uko hadi unajishangaa like, okay. So an example, a good example is I'm a very emotional person. Anytime my mom would maybe throw insults on me and all that, itafika point maybe when we are arguing too much, and then I decide to involve a third party. I decide to involve third party because mostly she'd call her parents, you know. Even at this age, tunaweza kosana na mamangu naye atapigia mamake simu. Amwambie, "Mom, Tasha amefanya hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. Dad, Tasha hivi na hivi na hivi." But me at my age, I can't even call her to tell her kitu imenihapenia. I can't even call yes, I can call my dad, but my dad is never even there. Yani yeye pia kuna mashida zake, una get. So, there's this time we were in Shags. Manze nilisikia vibaya. I just felt like, what? Like human beings. So this was back in 2017 or 2016. Either of the two. I think 2017. So tumeenda Shags ya mama yangu. Ilikuwa December actually. So yeah. So we had gone for some family gathering. Ushago sasa extended family. Yeah, my mom's side, they usually have annual meetings Ushago. So this time tumeenda kwa one of my mom's aunties kwenye wamejenga. Kwenda huko, of course we meet my other cousins, you know, we're just mingling, having fun, blah blah blah. So apparently time ya jioni 5 hapo, sasi people want to leave and go back to their now Ushagos. Tuko Ushago but sasa kila mtu aende kwa Ushago yake sasa. Juu kwenye tulikuwa meeting ilikuwa kwa some place wamejenga, some family wamejenga. So guys, hey, mimi niko busy, I'm having fun, nakula, najienjoy, nachapa story na makuzo wangu wengine. Guess what? Nikakuja nikaambiwa na one of my cousins, akakuja kanambia ati, "Hey, mimi nimeona mama yako, shosho yako, guka yako na sister yako washaingia kwa gari, ni kama wanaenda. Ebu wenda ama uachwe." And I was like, damn, hakuna mtu amenishow. Okay, let me go. So, as I'm telling you this story, Jua, my grandfather is harsh. Woo! That man is harsh. That person is harsh. Like, umsetu ni mkali. My shosh, at least she's friendly, but pia yako na ukali yake. Unaona? Guys, si nimekimbia nimepata watu kwa gari, hata gari imeanzishwa. So kuingia kwa gari, everyone is looking at me. Kila mtu amejam. Mimi niko like, what? Hata siwezi ongea cause I'm scared. So nimenyamaza tu. Tukaenda. Kila mtu amenyamaza nini? Tukafika kwa nyumba, no one talked about it. No one said anything. Even my mom, no one mentioned anything. Mimi najua tu everything is okay. Like, okay, tumerudi home. Kila kitu iko sawa. Hey guys. The next morning, ushaikuwa ambushed. So the next morning, we're supposed to travel back to Nairobi. It was on a Sunday because even nilikuanga tuna travel back to Nairobi Sundays. So tukakunywa breakfast. So sasa it's time to go back to Nairobi. So sasa Guka anaanza sasa kukuongelea, anatuongelesha sisi wote. Be good girls, go back home as you go back home, respect your mother, nini. Sasa mimi nikaanziwa, Ukangu sasa kaniuliza ati Natasha, yes. Do you disturb your mother? Niko no, not at all. Unajua sasa nimeanza kushake. And me, one thing about me, trust me, wanakojua like hapo nitajikuta na squat. Shida ikingeve kidogo mkojo inatokanga shu. Nishajikojolea tu sasa niko like what is maswali sasa ni gani hizi? Na unajua golden child haulizwi, mimi ndo naulizwa. Mama papa amenyamaza. Ati so Bukangu akaendelea, oh so you don't disturb your mother, yeah. Do you respect her, yeah? Nini najibu. What a latest story ya jana kwa gari. Ati so mimi I don't think you're respectful. Ati so unajua naongea Kiluya na mix na English. Ati so for instance yesterday we waited for you in the car. Anaanza sasa kunishautia. I'm like, oh my god, not again. And my mom is just watching. Amenyamaza tu hapo. We waited for you almost 30 minutes. We were supposed to go. You were sent to come to the car. You were just there. We were watching you, eating, laughing. And I was like, what? Unajua sasa wezi ongea, unanyamaza tu. So niko, oh, so shida ni vile nilichelewa kuingia kwa gari. Akasema, just anajiambia hivyo kwa kichwa kwa like, even when you entered, you never explained yourself. You never said sorry. You never. And I'm like, whoa. Hey, guys, mi machozi zilianza tu kutoka. Mimi one thing about me, unanikelelesha kitu hata I'm not even aware about. Mimi nilianza tu kulia. Trust me, I couldn't control my tears. Then, the more he's shouting at me, the more he's telling me something that doesn't even make sense. My mom is just there, haongei, amenyamaza. Inaanza kuniletea sa trauma na kuanga nayo kwa nyumba na mamangu. Na get, niko like, wasi mamangu anichiti hivi 10, nipate hivi kwa buka like, honestly, ati your mother here last night, amesema hii na hii, that is how you behave in Nairobi, that is this, that is that. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Like, so mimi nimelala usiku nyinyi hivyo ndio mnaniongelea, so I'm the bad person. So it may lead to all this. Akanikelelesha, akaniambia never ever disrespect your mother or be a good girl. Sasa anaanza kuniambia, oh you know, you're the firstborn daughter, we really love you, we nini. Sasa kuni gaslight. So already ashanifanya nisikie vibaya. But then at the same time ana twist story kunifanya ati sasa it's not a big deal. Do you guys get me? Fast forward, mini manze bede I cried. Guys, I cried. Alafu unajua sili tu ati machozi ya hiyo masaa. Ni mauchungu zangu pia zinatoka. Mama amenyamaza tu. So nimemaliza kukeleleshwa, bye bye. Guys, tuliingia kwa gari. Mi bado nalia. I wasn't even able to tell my grandmother bye. Sikuwa naweza hata kuongea na msee. Cause honestly I felt betrayed. I felt so bad. And my mom stooped so low for her to cover up her mistakes on her parents. Mimi ndo nikae the bad person. Honestly I felt so bad. Manze nililia all the way to hadi LD. Nalia tu. Sinyamazi. I'm just na mama ko tu, she's just driving, she's okay. So anyway, that's just one of the feeling abandoned. Yeah, fear of abandonment because I felt so bad. Mamangu ameniachinisha tu hivyo nishautiwe nifanye nini, yet she knows like. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, number 9, people pleasing behavior. Okay, I've never been a people pleaser as much, but I know I have been one. And especially when it comes to making new friends outside hapa kwa street, si rahisi. Back then when I used to host clubs, and obviously by then honestly I used to people please just to, I was selfish. I have to make sure my night works the way it needs to work. So by that I have to people please. I have to please you ndo ukuje uni support. I have to please you ndo ukuje uni, like, I have to please you ndo unipende. I have to please, I have to, una get? So this thing has really affected me. It has really affected my relationships with people. Nasahau I was pleased with this person, yet this person anaona unamplease. Sieti haoni. Watu wanapleasiwa wanaona, and they're never there as your friends. They're just there for that time and that moment, to enjoy that moment and all that. And that's why kitu mbaya happen, unashangaa why this person ana behave hivi, forgetting they were not your friends. You're just pleasing them for them to stick around. So yeah, it's just, people pleasing is just to gain approval and avoid conflict, you know, avoiding to lose your friends, lose your family, lose your nini. I've been pleasing my mom all along, back to now, knowing I used to have low grades. Nitarudi kwa nyumba because I need to gain her love. I need to seek her love. I need to seek her attention. I'd find myself doing things just to make her smile, just to make her think that I'm a good person, you know. But at the end of the day, najiambia, yani I have to do this ndio mamangu anipende. You know, kwani hezi nipenda tu hivyo vile niko. Yeah, so with that, of course, unakuwa na huna ability ya kukua assertive, hauna ability ya ku stick on your own desires, hauna ability ya ku learn to let go, you know, and work on boundaries. Hautakuwa na hiyo ability. So people pleasing is just something I'm also trying to nishaikuwa, but sometimes nitajikuta niko hivyo. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid that completely. I'm trying to avoid that. The final symptom, difficulty in expressing your emotions. Hey, let me just read. So this results to the fear of facing rejection, which leads to a disconnect from one's own emotional needs and an inability to effectively communicate and navigate relationships. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button for you to get notified, and yeah. So thank you guys. Napenda.